Guess what? This is my 100th YouTube video. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got here. When I set out to start this channel, I had no idea where it would have taken me and what I would have created, because the idea of coming up with 100 video ideas seems very daunting, but when you take it step by step, it makes it not so bad. So today I'm here to share with you my 6 top lessons I have learned from creating 100 YouTube videos. Okay, lesson number 1, the power of prep. Learning to set up. So in this case, for videos and for really any sort of content that you create, creating sort of an outline with notes. So even for today's video, I have my notes on my computer. I haven't written out exactly what I'm going to say, but I have my talking points and I know what I want to hit. I found that this is super helpful and keeping me on track and helping me think through the things that I want to share with you guys. The other thing about the power of prep is learning how to set up the camera. So lighting, for instance, for audio, for existence, what? The other thing about the power of prep that I've learned is learning how to set up the camera. So that includes like checking out lighting, checking out what's behind you, checking out the audio before I get started. Am I great at this? No, like not at all. But I have come a long way from my very first video, which was in New Zealand, to my video now, which I'm actually filming here in Mexico. One of the things I tested this year was learning to film outside, because that's a whole new world for me and it's a bit more challenging. So I've only actually had one video, literally one video, where my editor was like, the lighting was great. So even after 100, I'm still not an expert. I'm still not perfect, but that is okay because I've learned little things along the way that help make each one better. So that's lesson number 1, the power of preparation. Lesson number 2 kind of just comes down to learning to be more comfortable on camera. My very first video, I don't even know how long it was, maybe ended up being 12, 15 minutes because I just only kept rambling. But also that probably took me an hour to record. Like no joke, because I just kept like stopping and starting and stopping and pressing record, and it was a mess. And since then I've become a lot more comfortable on camera and learning how to look at the camera, how to speak to the camera in a way that is engaging and then invites other people in. So that is something that just comes with practice, and you can't really learn it until you do it. Even film and TV actors, they take classes being on camera. It is a skill that you have to learn, and it is one that comes with doing 100 YouTube videos. So if you're shy about being on camera, don't be shy about it. It's hard. It's hard to promote ourselves in that way. But if you have something to share, don't be afraid. Go share it. Okay, lesson number 3 is that creativity will come. You can't force it. So I mentioned at the top of the video that the idea of thinking of 100 different content ideas would not have been possible. And I never would have got started if I felt like I had to have that much. And there have been times that I have gone through content blocks. I actually made a whole video about this, how to break through content blocks and ideas. But what I found is that as I continue to go along, after you get some of the big things you want to do out of the way, then it leaves the space in your mind to start thinking about the other smaller things that you want to do. People ask you questions that sparks an idea or something like that. So creativity will come. It may not come when you want it to, but I am proof. I have not missed a single week since I started this video, and I've been able to get out content every week. Is it all great? No, sometimes I just did it just to get it done. But some weeks I'm really proud of what I was able to come up with. The main thing was that I was consistent and I didn't let the roadblocks that I had along the way stop me from creating and getting different videos out there. Lesson number 4 is to learn from others so that you can get better. So one of the best things I've done for my channel is to join a YouTube Facebook group and hearing people share what their experiences and different things that they're testing just kind of gives me different ideas of like, oh, I could do that for my channel, or I could try this, or hey, that's a great idea. I wonder how I could implement that for my channel and for my niche. So don't be afraid to watch other people's videos, to join groups, to ask the experts, or even other people just kind of doing it along in the journey with you. You can still learn from others, and everything that you learn will make you better. Lesson number 5 is that done is better than perfect. I've already mentioned I'm not perfect. I don't pick the best locations. I don't always have the best audio. And sometimes even when the things I've recorded, the things that I've said, I might have done it 3 times. And I'm like, well, there's something good in there. I know it. So done is better than perfect. Consistency requires discipline. And sometimes discipline doesn't allow you the space to do everything exactly 100% the way that you would have preferred to do it, or if you had the ideas. There are so many things I wish I could do with this channel if I just had the space to dedicate to it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I just have to be okay with that. And know that at the end of the day, if I can get something recorded, if I can get something helpful on camera to share with you, that done is better than perfect. And the last lesson is just to have fun. I have really enjoyed creating this channel. I was so scared and so nervous the first time I did it. I was so nervous to put it out there into the world, not just on YouTube, but then to share it on Facebook with my family, my friends. But the more I do it, the more I really love it and enjoy it, and have found the fun in it as well. It is work, don't get me wrong. I had to put time in this morning to script this and prep this, and then find a location that I could potentially record this, because the lighting is actually not great right now. Again, done is better than perfect, but learning to have energy on camera, learning to just have fun with what I'm doing has really made a difference and made this whole process much more enjoyable. So those are my top 6 lessons from creating 100 YouTube videos. Thank you so much for being here and continuing to subscribe. It really means a lot. And I would love to know what kind of videos that you would love to see from me this year in 2021. Hopefully there will be a bit more traveling for Traveling Taylor. Had a bit of an identity crisis this last year, being in lockdown for so long, but I am back on the road in a safe way, don't worry. And I am very much looking forward to providing you more content around remote working, online business, and being a digital nomad. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for sitting with me. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of Playa del Carmen in the background, and I will see you next week.